Good morning, everyone. This is Eve Rosenberg, emotional wellness coach and author. We're back here at Worthy Ready, the radical self image makeover for women ready to create a life they love. Well, here we are moving on. This is about the battle cry. How many times, women, have you said over the years, I'm done? I'm tired of saying yes when I mean no. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I'm tired of putting myself last or out of the picture altogether. I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of the abuse. I'm done. How many times have you said it? Well, I'm done is a thing of the past here at Worthy Ready. I'm done was a cry for help, and we've said it many, many times. We've meant it, but we didn't know how to move forward. There wasn't that clear path. We always fell back into the same patterns, the status quo, the same old, the same insanity. Well, it's different here at Worthy Ready. Together, we are warrior women that are at the finish line. We're crossing over and we're on the Worthy Ready path. This is about no more self abuse, no more abuse from others, no more disrespect from other people. It is over. And we are thrilled. And this is about opening our heart to ourselves, the person that we neglected, the person we stepped over, the person we were not there for, the person that I'm done was, well, unfortunately, we were done with ourselves long ago when we were conditioned and trained and guided to sacrifice ourselves for others. Well, it's over. If you're with me, this is for women who truly want to heal. This is for women who want to bond with themselves and love themselves with or without relationships. This is about building the relationship with you, building that safety net beneath you, a comforting zone to rely on, to open your heart to you and know that you matter. You're amazing. You're worthy and you're worth it. And this is time to finally take those steps because it is a journey, ladies. It's a journey. You don't just wake up one morning in love with yourself, unfortunately. I hope you're here with me. I hope you take this journey with me. Subscribe below. Press the like button. I need to know you find this content valuable so I keep coming back and that YouTube knows this content is valuable. Another thing for all you women out there that really despise people who are trying to sell something, that's another conditioning, misguided way that we've been taught to live. And frankly, it can actually prevent you from finding something that can be the game changer in your life. I am here to support you. Nobody has to buy anything. Everything is for free if you don't want it. But I will share my books. I worked hard on them. I wrote them for you. They've changed my life, and they can change people who want to invest in themselves. People who want private coaching. Private coaching is invaluable. Okay. How much is it? People ask me. It doesn't cost anything if you don't want to do it. But I want the people that do want to invest themselves to know that I am here. And the people that don't like being sold on anything, well, let me give you some straightforward recommendation and encouragement. There is a self-image factor in believing that, in coming somewhere and being turned off and projecting on people that are trying to share something with you. Like, I used to love the way Marianne Williamson used to claim and chant all the time, God's gifts are for free, but it doesn't mean they don't cost anything. So for you women who are turned off to that, well, close your ears, put your fingers in your ears when I may share something about a book or mention that I have a link below about private coaching. And for those of you that want to invest in yourself, that little by little claim your worth and understand that you deserve all that is good, I am here to support you if you so want. If not, come here every week. I will be talking, and well, this doesn't cost anything. It costs you your time, it costs you your attention, and it's time to claim your worth. So let's move forward with today. One of the things I want to talk about today was this huge insight that I had this morning that actually blew me away. Now, I don't know if you believe in the spirit world or other phenomena that we cannot see with our five senses, but I personally am convinced by late of things that I have experienced. As I embarked on my path to forgive myself, and I wrote, My dearest self, I forgive you, and followed by Red Flags Don't Fade, which was all of the past memories flooding back into my memory once I was opening my heart with self forgiveness to myself. I started to, well, the only way I can explain it is shift into a frequency and vibration that was actually very yummy, a lot calmer, very relaxed, rebuilding of trust in myself, faith in other people, just sort of a coming back, a reuniting, a reconnection, a return. I felt the return to myself. Now, what I'm going to share with you is really interesting because a lot of people are under the impression that I'm a very forgiving person. And the truth is, I'm really not. I have forgiven myself. I have forgiven some people in my life that did some transgressions that I see as forgivable. They've apologized to me and they've changed their behavior. I have forgiven them. But then there were other people in my life. And the reason I'm bringing up forgiveness today is because the most important forgiveness with the self, I talked about that last time, is the path we're going to take for a long time together. So I just want to clear up any questions about forgiveness and my beliefs, since I am the host of this channel, since everything here are my opinions, my values, my beliefs, my expertise as a woman who has healed herself, has been coaching people for over 15 years now, and has found a common thread around forgiveness. Now, I had a very big Wayne Dyer moment. What do I mean by that? Well, if you didn't know who Wayne Dyer was, he was an incredible author, speaker, incredible man, famous for his many, many books. His last, I Can See Clearly Now, and he talks about a visit to his father's grave. An unbelievable happening happened there for him. I actually was sitting in an audience one of the many times he told that story. This was way back before I wrote my first book, which came out in 2018. I think the workshop was in probably 2016, something like that. But at any rate, I was there and I listened to him tell an incredible story about how he visited his father's grave many, many years later to basically go there with the intention to piss on his father's grave. Yes, that is true. He was very angry with his father for what his father abandoned his mother and himself and his siblings. And well, he held on to it for many, many years. And all these years later, he finds himself at his father's grave. He goes there and he says everything, didn't censor himself, told his father exactly what he thought of him, really let it out, went back into his car, turned on the ignition, and realized he forgot to piss on his father's grave. And then something happened, literally, I'm going to suggest spiritually, um, that had him turn off the ignition and fall into an open hearted place of love for this man. Who am I to judge him? I know nothing about his journey and his life, and felt his heart open to forgiveness for his father. It was a beautiful story. It's written in his book, I Can See Clearly Now. And Wayne Dyer, I love you. You were such a support in my life, in my father's too. And I am using this at this moment because I remember sitting there at that workshop and I didn't know why, but at the moment I kept saying, that's not what happened. Wayne, that's not what happened. And of course I didn't speak up, but this happened in my head. It's like, why are you not talking about all the years that you held forgiveness? All the years that you held forgiveness, all the years that you despised this man. Why are you holding that back and sharing with us about how important it is to forgive, that we can't know another's journey or judge them? Yes, that's true. But I'm going to suggest that's not what happened. And I felt it then, and I know it for sure now because the same thing happened to me a couple of weeks ago. So here's my story. Now, for many, many years, I have been saying and meaning that I would forgive my father for things that happened in childhood, but not what happened as an adult. There's things that happened between my father and me in my adult life that I was planning on never forgiving, and I was fine with that. I love my father. I accept the truth about my father, and he was a wonderful man, but he was also a narcissist. And I say that with the truth and with love. He was a troubled man. At any rate, I loved him dearly. It's probably the most profound love of my life. And I love him today, but I didn't forgive him, and I wasn't planning on it. A couple of weeks ago, now mind you, I have to just say and reiterate that I've been on a journey on my own of self-forgiveness, of opening my heart to me. And so this has a lot to do with what happened, as I realized today, and I'll tell you the insight at the end. But a couple of weeks ago, I had my father's picture, one little picture of him, in a little alcove I had in the hallway, kind of hidden away. And on this particular morning, I looked at the picture and I sneered. I was in a mood and I felt like, ugh, whatever. I felt he was responsible for a lot of the relationship I have with other people today. And well, whatever. I sneered. And I walked into the kitchen and I was at the sink and I started thinking. And then all of a sudden, my TV that plays this beautiful music, and it's on all the time. I put it on in the morning. I can't really hear it from the kitchen, and the water was running, but something drew me to the TV. Something said, go to the TV, go to the TV. And there was a song playing that reminded me of my father. Those were the days, my friend, I thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. It's an old song. And whenever I heard it, I would kind of get teary-eyed because I missed my father. He passed away in 2012. Well, today I was called to that TV and that song was playing. And the only thing I could describe to you is that I received the most profound apology from Spirit. And the only way I know that is because my body, my whole physiological sense completely relaxed and I started crying like involuntarily. It's almost as if my father was holding my hands and looking directly into my eyes and letting me know that he loved me and he was truly, truly sorry for some of the things he did. And all I could say is that nobody could tell me otherwise. That apology came from Spirit, from my father. And since that day, my father's picture is out in my living room. I touch it and talk to it every day. I have forgiven him completely. I can't even pull up the resentment anymore. Absolutely beautiful. So when I saw Wayne Dyer and his story, I didn't understand it then, but I understand now. I believe that in that experience, he received an apology. Now, this is just my belief. But you can't go from heavily resenting someone in a second like that to that realization. So that's what I believe. Now, I experience it, so I am certain. Now, what's the greatest insight I'm going to share with you today? I realized this morning, oh my God, I was ready to receive this apology because unbeknownst to me, deep, deep, deep in my unconscious, subconscious awareness, I don't think I believed I deserved an apology from my dad because I believed deep down I didn't think I was the daughter he wanted, and I felt guilty about it. So that is a huge insight for me. This goes into the whole self-image picture. What if, ladies, what if deep down we don't receive apologies because deep down we don't believe we deserve them? What if it goes that deep? And that whenever we chant, I'm done, we also chant, I deserve better. But yet we do nothing about it. What if that happens from deep within? I want and support you to ponder this week because we are going to continue the conversation of self-forgiveness for a long time. And so as we embark on this journey together, here's another book that I'm going to open at a random page. Because when I began to forgive myself, all my memories started flooding back. And I'm curious what will come up if I open a random page today and read it to you and leave you not only with the story I shared with you this morning, because I'm here and one of my goals is to support you in wanting to forgive yourself, in desiring to forgive yourself. Because without desire, ladies, we can't be those warrior women. We have to want this as badly as we wanted Mr. Right or anything else we had our eye on. Let's go into Red Flags Don't Fade. This book is all about rules to help you with your choices. So let's open to a random page. And we're at rule number 47. Wow, this is kind of related. Don't expect other people to stick up for you. It's important to not rely on others to have your back or defend you. That is your job, and no one gets the point across better than you. Reflection. I used to get upset when others didn't take my side, agree with me, or stick up for me when someone offended me. What I didn't realize at the time was that I didn't have my back and depended on others to protect me. Reference rule number 2. Others will treat us the way we treat ourselves. If we aren't defending ourselves, no one will stand up to defend us either. And you know what? If we don't apologize to ourselves, guess what? No one else will either. Well, I'm going to leave you to ponder your thoughts, remembering that what we think we bring about. And I'll talk to you next week on Worthy Ready. And remember, declare that cry, that battle cry. I'm worthy ready. Be that woman ready to claim her worth. I hope you're with me, and I'll talk to you soon.